A $5 trillion industry is waiting. A booming market where demand for expert consultants is soaring high. India's franchise sector alone is growing at 30% annually. Over 1 million businesses are looking to expand, and they need guides, experts, and consultants like you. Being an independent franchise consultant means more than just a title. It means empowering businesses, helping aspiring entrepreneurs start strong, supporting business owners in scaling up, enabling profitable exits for those ready to move on. With 27 years of Franchise India expertise, a global network of brands and investors, and a program designed for professionals like you, IFC is your gateway to success. This is not just a business, it's a movement, a career, a future. So, ask yourself, are you ready to be the guide, to lead, to grow? Become an independent franchise consultant. Be the guide. Grow with us. Franchise India.
Very good evening, friends. We warmly welcome you to this special business opportunity webinar. Thank you so much for joining in. My name is Sanjay. I am CEO Director of Franchise India and host for you today in today's webinar. So today's webinar is live in many countries. So we warmly welcome all the domestic friends and domestic guests and also international guests as well. So wish you season's greetings to one and all. So today's webinar, why we are saying it's a special, because it's an invitation from Franchise India Group, wherein we are inviting you to become partner with Franchise India as a business partner. And we're talking about independent franchise consultant. So independent franchise consultant is a specialist, how to start your own business specialist. So we are as a trusted advisory platform, Franchise India, last 28 years, wherein we have got two opportunities to discuss today. One opportunity is, of course, as an individual opportunity, which is going to be as an individual partner to become independent franchise consultant. So you become franchisee of Franchise India or business partner with Franchise India. So the business model, which we are calling it as independent franchise consultant. Second opportunity is very big. That's very rare because it's very, very, selective again, where we are looking forward for partner to become the firm model partner. That's a branch opportunity where you can open our branch, which are very few cities now left because we have started this couple of months back to have our own branch in tier 2, tier 3 cities, wherein we don't have our own branch, and this branch would be from the partner side of it. So someone who can come, be partner with Franchise India, be business partner with Franchise India, and will invest in that opportunity. So that's again the second opportunity which we'll talk about. There are few cities which are left now. We'll be talking about those cities as well, and we will also see the right fitment for independent franchise consultant and also the firm model partner with Franchise India. So if I'm talking about Franchise India, what's our platform? So we have three businesses largely to give you some little bit on the business opportunities. So what we do is we have investment advisory. That's the first business that we are in. So it's an investment advisory. Would mean the people who are looking to invest in any brand as a franchisee. So we have seen a lot of people who have taken some franchise businesses and open stores, centers, and across categories, across brands. If you have seen outside McDonald's, if you see other brands also, it's all operated through a franchise system. So someone who is coming to invest in this business, and today we have seen over 70% of the investors who are young, who are professionals, or who are first-time business buyers. So it's a very, very important decision. Rather, it's a lifetime decision for them to invest in any business. So it is not easy. It's highly risky as well because there are so many business opportunities which are at a startup level right now. They are providing you an opportunity to become partner with them, but are at the startup level. So they have not performed as of now. They have no, large network built till now. And then we have also some mid-segment companies also, which are having some 50, 60 franchisees across. Then we also have large corporates like enterprise brands. Now, how to choose? Then we have a lot of now international brands also in India. They are looking forward to start their operations in India, and there are already a lot of partner businesses which are already now in India. Now, how we can choose? So, investor has no understanding how to go about it, how to choose, and then there are a lot of various factors which we as a company in last 28 years we have created a methodology, created a process, a system wherein we help these investors, which can be as low as 8, 10 lakh rupees to say 500 crore or 1000 crore businesses. So then we have that capability to come in and work with an investor hand in hand to mentor, guide him or her to help and to understand which business is suitable, because there are a lot of fitments which we need to check. Which brand is good for the market, which brand is good for the investor as per his or her profile, what's the experience they have, which model will work for him or her. If professionals are there, they don't have time, they want to just start some passive business, but they don't have time to operate. So which model which will be fitted? Then again, there are a lot of investment wise also businesses where you are coming in having a 1 CR investment. So how we can structure a deal for that? So it's a lot of parameters into this business, a pure process driven, which Franchise India advisors, Franchise India team would do. So we are now in 105 cities in India. We are 19 countries. We are well spread, and we have built this last 28 years. And we are 1,200 people company today. So we have our businesses. We are investor centric, franchise focused. So first is advisory, which is for investment advisory. This is very very important for us, because investors are very important for any business, because they are bringing in the investment. They're always at the risk. So Franchise India team will help these investors how to structure the deal. That's one. Second business is we call it as a growth advisory. Growth advisory is for businesses or brands. How we can help them in scaling their business. Suppose today they have what, say 5 franchise, 10 franchise, how we can grow to the next level. Or we are into, say, one city today, one outlet, how we can diversify our business, how we can expand our business in across cities. So how to go across cities, how to go other countries also to operate our business. So we help these businesses which may be at a very, very nascent stage as of now, scratch level as of now, not in franchise. So we build their process, we build their SOPs, we build their business model, and then we help them into scaling the business. Scaling would mean franchise growth. So we take them into franchise system to enter into new markets. And third, which is very, very important as well, this is exit planning. So if there is any business who have got uh, some business and then they want to exit, they want to come out of the business, they want to sell the business. So there is none outside Franchise India who can help in this category. So that's why these three businesses are there, wherein Franchise India have 28 years of expertise in this. And that's why we are only company in India, world's largest franchise broking, franchise advisory, franchise solution company. So as of today, if we talk about Franchise India, so this is a model which is independent franchise model, franchise consultant model. This is when we are expanding our business. We also want to enter different cities or some cities where we have already network. Now we want to have more partners over there, because business is growing, franchising is growing, because consumption is growing. So you see yourself, what you consume or what we consume every day is coming from a franchise company. So the consumption is growing, and so do franchising is again growing. So that's where. So this is a program which is designed by Franchise India. It's for professionals like you all, because as IFC model, it's a gateway to success. This is just not a business model. It is a moment, it's a career opportunity, and someone who is looking forward to change the career also, this can be the best suitable opportunity for someone who is looking forward for a career change. And someone who is already having some kind of consulting business already, some kind of management consultants who have some consulting background, this will be highly complementing. Someone who is already into franchise in some sort of franchising, this can be highly complementing. And some who are already from real estate consultants, because in our business, every brand which we are selling for franchise, we need real estate as well. If somebody is coming from the financial sector, you know financials well. So that's what every business, when we are talking about financials, it's a very, very vital role it plays. If somebody knows this financials, how to check the financials of any business. So that's where in Franchise India is offering this opportunity. And this is very unique, highly rewarding, we would say there is no risk also in this business because it's a very low cost and it is not for everyone. So we are looking forward for only like-minded people who really feel that consulting is as a practice I can start. Rest everything Franchise India is offering, Franchise India is providing because we have created a system, a process. If somebody who is joining us has to only follow the process. There's a 28-year legacy which we are carrying, and now this is very, very important for someone to join a business as a franchise partner, as a business partner, which is already successful, which is already proven in the market. So today we are not only having the startup brands, we are having all the enterprise brands on board, which we are selling in any category you see. It's a jewelry, it's a fashion, it's healthcare, it's food, education, any category you see, any business which are coming into franchise, they are coming through Franchise India. And we are selling maximum businesses, right, is 8 to 10,000 franchise opportunities every year. So we use a byline that nobody sells more business than Franchise India because we have created the network, the distribution, which is now over 100 cities in India, and we are also now in 19 countries across. Now we have recently done a show which was there in Mongolia, and what we have done there is we have taken Indian brands also to Mongolia market. We have also taken the global brands which are looking forward to Mongolia as a market to enter. So that's where our business is. So in this webinar today, what we are going to cover up, we'll discuss about Franchise India journey so far, what 28 years we have been doing. What is the overall Franchise India journey? Second, we'll also talk about franchising as an industry. Overall, how is this looking like? What's the new companies who are coming to India? How the market is looking like? What is the growth in franchising? If someone is joining us as a partner, then how it is going to help you to see through the last next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Third, we'll also talk about our today's business model. We'll give you full understanding through a presentation that what is an independent franchise consultant, how is your role, what will be your role and responsibilities, how would be your monetization model, how you can grow with us. So that's a full presentation we'll give you. But as we will start and we'll give you full understanding about Franchise India journey so far, and we'll also look forward to know who have joined us in this webinar. These webinars are one-sided. One humble submission, please do not raise your hand. Instead, we have a Q&A box which will be at the bottom. You please use Q&A box and share your questions, your queries, and your thoughts. We will definitely take your name as well. So once we are done with giving you understanding about us, so we were requesting that we will also share some questions in the Q&A box. You can use an option or many options. There are 4 options. You can use 1 or 2 options, 3 options about yourself and give us little more understanding about yourself, what you have been doing till now, what is your reason to join this webinar, and second, which city you are coming from. That will be very, very important, that which city you are coming from, because there are some cities we are absolutely not looking new partner as of now, but there are some cities which we have recently opened wherein we are looking forward for a partner in those cities as well. Today in this webinar, along with me, I have my leaders from regional heads also joined, plus we have the management team as well. So let me introduce. I have got Akhil who have joined us from corporate office. Then I have Joseph who have joined us from Kerala market. We have Praveen joined us from Bangalore. We have Kapil who has joined us from Chennai. And we also have Shakti Vel. He is taking care of all Tamil Nadu plus Kerala market. And Anurag has joined us from Kolkata. We also have joined our Managing Director, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, plus our Managing Director, plus our Chairman of the Group, Founder of Franchise India Group, that's Mr. Gaurav Maria. Then I will request everyone to use Q&A box to share your questions and queries, and do not raise your hand because this webinar is one-sided. You don't have that understanding and opportunity to speak to us, but we will make sure that we'll take your name, whosoever is sending us query. Plus, once you are replying to our question as well, we request each and everyone who is there in this webinar to make it interactive, because the consulting is who goes first. So you have to ask questions. That's what consulting business is all about. So we request you to make it interactive. It's 1 hour program. We will take you through, give you meaningful presentation, which will help you to understand this business opportunity. And then once we are seeing the fitment that you are the one who is really fit for this business and we feel we are fit for you, then we'll take a complete discussion after this webinar. And then post that, there will be a quick selection call with our chairman, sir, so that we'll take this partnership further. We also have the training program, which is starting this month on 9th, 10th, and 11th. We'll also see, in case there is anyone who is really looking forward immediately to start, we'll invite you for the training program also to our headquarters in Delhi. So before we take it up further, so I'll request our chairman, sir, Mr. Gaurav Maria, to set up the perspective and help you to, understand few things about franchising and also welcome you once again. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sanjay, and welcome, friends, and welcome to this very special webinar. Independent Franchise Consultants is an invitation from Franchise India to invite you to partner with us and work in the capacity of a consultant. And as Sanjay briefed, and I'll just reiterate, this is a platform which does three things. One, help people who want to start their own business. We help them making that important decision of their life, which business they should choose, how we can help them to decide on that. And we have not only opportunities which are new franchisees or a new master franchisee, but you can invest with the existing businesses. Also, you can acquire a running business. So that's one part. The second part of the platform is helping businesses grow through franchise. We are very proud that we have done over 18,000 brands in India and 19 countries, where we help these companies make the business models ready for franchising and then eventually took them to franchise. Some of the big names you see around yourself, companies like Lenskart, Ferns and Petals, they were all small businesses. At one point in time, they reached out to Franchise India, and Franchise India helped them to do that. And we have, out of these 18,000 companies, a lot of large multinational, large corporates, and also a lot of startups. So there's a wide range of businesses. And the third part is our exit planning, where we help people who are looking to exit their business. We help them to make that important decision, help them to value their business, and then find the right partner for them. Look, these are three unique services, and you will not find any single company in the world who has all these three services available. And that's why we are very proud that we have become an Indian company, which is now the world's largest franchise solution company. And our endeavor is to go more and more markets, more and more countries. As Sanjay said, we just finished Mongolia. So we want to be the first company to enter most of the markets where franchising is lesser known, like what we did in India. When I started franchising in India in 1999, there was no industry called franchising. And now we have so many players, so many companies, from large corporations like Reliance, Tata's, Aditya Birla's, and likes of them, to very small enterprises or startups also thinking about franchising. So franchising is a huge industry, friends, and I will let Sonia talk about that. But I'll give you some perspective, and because of the time I've been given by Sanjay, so I'll take an maybe next few minutes to give you a little perspective of what is this opportunity all about. And then Sonia can go out and talk about the franchising and a little bit journey about Franchise India. And then Sanjay would come over and run a presentation, which would give you overview. So friends, we are looking for like-minded consultants who would join with us. And this is an invitation. But this is also very important to self-evaluate yourself, that are you a person who can be the right fitment for starting a consulting company? Because consulting is not for everyone. You have to be qualified to be a good consultant. And that's something which we'll try to understand by your profile. We are also looking in some cities, only about 9 odd cities, which Sanjay can write, where we are looking for a firm license. And I'll explain you these two. So when you become an independent franchise consultant, you are an individual, you work in your own capacity, you don't need an office, you use Franchise India offices, and you will be provided all the support. You will be given both the brands and the leads, where you have to bring in together, and you make a very good money. So that's an individual role. The second choice, in these 9 cities which we are looking at, we are looking for firm partners, people who would open up Franchise India office. Now, this is very prestigious, because we have not extended our name Franchise India to entire things. So today we have offices in about 24 cities, full-fledged Franchise India offices, and we want to add 9 more. And these cities we have selected, which are high potential cities, and Sanjay would define that. So we are looking at, in this webinar, inviting two types of partnership. One is an individual who would work in the individual capacity, and second is a firm license, which we're looking for the 9 cities. So friends, while you have understood this industry is the fastest growing industry in the market, and the reasons for it are three reasons. One, consumer is asking for branded products and services because brings assurance. So when you go with your family to some other city, you want to stay in a branded hotel because you want the brand assurance, right? So anything you consume, from education, healthcare, fashion, food, any kind of services which you use, even a plumber coming to your home would become a franchise business because of consumer is asking for the brand. The second part is India is a very high growth market. So there we have a lot of new companies, a lot of new businesses entering Indian market, and looking at the diversity of the country, looking at the whole diversity of the country, franchising is preferred. So even largest companies like Tata's have just launched a brand called Zodio, which is last 4 or 5 years has become one of the largest fashion brands, and it's completely franchised. The Tata Chroma is completely franchised. Reliance Trends is franchised. So any of these large companies are also using franchise as a scalable business. Kalyan Jewelry is franchised. Tanishq itself is franchised. If you get into education, from DPS schools to Eurokids, they're all franchised. So anything and everything you're consuming today, you see these companies are using franchise to scale their business faster and reach out to the markets which they don't understand. They get a local partner, which helps this to do that. And third, which I am very excited, that India is become the biggest supply point for building entrepreneurs. So we have so many people who want to do their own thing. Because we have this so much of demand of people who are looking to start the business, franchising is also a preferred way of doing it, because 60% of all people who are looking to start their business are first time business buyers. They've never done business in before, so they need help. Somebody who can guide them through, advise them what business is right for them. That's exactly what we do, and that's why we're very excited to add more partners with us, because we feel that India is become the largest marketplace for potential entrepreneurs. And that's where our economy is growing. That's where the value is created. And rather, my dream is to democratize entrepreneurship, that everyone can become an entrepreneur, can create jobs, right? So that's a mission we are in. We are in mission of creating more and more entrepreneurs, help them to choose the right opportunity, facilitate their decision, help them to navigate the business models, help them to navigate the financial models, help them to navigate legal structures, contractual obligations, all that pieces we do, so that they can make an informed decision. And that's what we have done all over the world. As Sanjay said, we use this word that nobody sells more business than Franchise India. And so this is an invitation for you to be part of it. If you become a part of it, you are on one side getting a lot of opportunities which you will exclusively represent from across sectors. Like I'm sharing an invitation to all of you. If you want to visit, we have a show coming on 16th and 17th in Delhi. This is the 24th year of the show. In 24 years, it's become the world's #1 show. 40,000 people come, not only from India, but all over the world. 140 companies are coming from overseas, and 600 plus brands are representing from India. So this show would give you, really opens your mind also to see how big is this industry. And you will find almost every stand, one of our IFC partners standing there. So we have about 85 IFC partners who would be helping them, guiding investors in making that very important decision. And they make good money, right? So business model is, we have brands, we have investors. We rather get over 100,000, over 1 lakh investors, unique investors every single month. So we map these qualified investors. First calling is done by our call centers, and then it's mapped to you. If you become an IFC, you already know that he's applied for this particular specific brand. You are trained on this brand. You exactly know what this brand stands for. Say, for example, you are trained on Reliance Trends, then you will get the leads for Reliance Trends. Your only job is to take them through, maybe organize a joint call between the company and you and the investor. And if the transaction happens, you make a lot of good money. I can give you example, even a transaction of 30, 40, 50 lakh rupees can make you 4, 5 lakh rupees in single transaction. So it's a very, very handsome income. So this business model we have been doing for 28 years. As I said, we have mastered, but we still do a lot of training. So our support structure is very strong. We have built a structure we call the MOST, M-O-S-T. M stands for mentoring. So first 3 to 6 months, you need a lot of mentoring. So we assign somebody who's a cluster head to work with you. All these people you see are cluster heads. So they work with you. They go on a joint calls, joint meetings. So they have to run through a full mentoring program. O stands for opportunities. Every single day we give you new brand. Every single day. Rather today, Sonia and I launched 4 international brands, which are going to be led by our IFC partners. And a single transaction, if they sell the area franchising those transactions, can get you anything from a 20 lakh rupees to maybe 50 lakh rupees, right? So it's a very, very rewarding business model. And you don't have to invest. All the marketing, all the lead generation is done by us. And then S stands for sport. So you need a constant support, even for sending proposals, building, any kind of presentations. All that piece is done centrally from Sanjay's office. And T stands for training. There is a 3-day training, which is residential training, which Sanjay told starts on 9th, 10th, and 11th. Every month there is there. And then we have also weekly 8 o'clock morning, a joint training, which is Monday morning, 8 o'clock, Wednesday morning, 8 o'clock, Saturday morning, 8 o'clock. And that's mandatory. Even people who have other businesses or any other thing and they become IFCs, 8 o'clock morning we've kept because they can easily do that and then they can go for whatever work they do. So friends, this is a very, very interesting opportunity. But as I said in the start of the webinar, it's not for everyone. Why I say it's not for everyone? Because it's end of the day consulting. It involves your time. So if you are not having 100 hours to dedicate on this business, I will 100% not recommend you to be part of this program because I want 100% success. My message to my team is any person who joins and partners with me has to be successful because we're making other people successful. The job is actually to create more entrepreneurs. And if we have somebody who joining Franchise India is not successful, then it doesn't make sense, right? So 100 hours is must. Second, you need to commit your time to knowledge building. While we give you training every single day, but you need to really also commit yourself to understand different industries, different business models, and so on and so forth. It's very important. And third, you have to be a great networker because that's how you really run and operate. I started office last year in Mongolia. Mongolia is fresh to me because we just finished the show. And I first time went, I had this seminar which was supposed to be 3 hours. It became 6 hours because somebody was have to translate what I was saying because I don't understand the language and they don't understand English, most of them. And it became 6 hour entire thing. After 6 hours, spend another 2, 3 hours to meet everyone. And this time again, when we had show, a lot of same people turned up and they actually did that. But this took 1 year of relationship building. They knowing me or my team, we built the relationship. We brought them in a delegation to our Bombay show. So they were exposed to franchising, how it works. And now we had great results. So friends, this is a great opportunity, very, very good opportunity, especially if you're looking for a steady income, you're looking for a growing business, you're looking for industry which is going to be strong for the next 30 years. You want to make a social impact. If you want to really contribute towards building entrepreneurship in this country, this is for you. But again, self-evaluate yourself. Do you really ready for this? Are you really passionate as we are? Because our team has been extremely passionate in what we do. So we are known for this. We have just done this for last 28 years, and maybe next couple of decades, we are going to just do that. And we do it in not only for the sake of it, we do it the best in the world. And that's the endeavor which we have. So friends, I will have one question for all of you, and then I'll pass it on to Sonia, and then Sonia will lead. Sonia comes with 20 years of experience, had built the largest broking environment in the world. 500 odd people report into her across markets. So she will give you her own experience, Franchise India's journey. And then it'll go back to Sanjay, who's the boss of actually this business. And again, Sanjay comes with 20 plus years of experience in Franchise India. He's played multiple roles. First, he was part of the building media business for Franchise India. and now he puts his all the time in building IFC business. And particularly for Sanjay, I can tell you that he has personally mentored a lot of IFCs. I know when they came, they had anxiety, they would be able to do it or not able to do it. And he takes challenge to make sure that they are not only successful, but this becomes their full-time business interest. So I will like that, even that discussion you can have with Sanjay. And I'm available next 3 days. Akhil would have my slots, and he can fit some slots where we can have some joint meeting, because every single IFC I personally have to meet before I commit, because it's very important for me particularly that I have somebody who believes as we believe in, and also very successful with us. So you can reach and have slots. So I have a question for all of you. Introduce yourself in the Q&A box. There is a Q&A box at the bottom, which you can click and write. If you're a professional, you mean you're doing a job, just write P and your city and even your profession. But also you have to be careful that you would have still time to contribute in the new career. Second, if you are a business owner, right? B and your business, and we will see if it strategically aligns with us. And the next is if you are a management consultant, some kind of consulting experience, you're a consultant, you are a, counselor, you are a coach, business coach, or any kind of learning development experience and things like that. So write MC and tell us a little bit about your consulting practice experience. I love people coming from that because I know what we can do for them. If you have some kind of a consulting kind of background, even your property consultant, you can make 5 times with us, right? It can be anything you do in the consulting. You're a financial consultant, I will say this kind of consulting which we do, business consulting and kind of M&A advisory, would give you much more positioning. And the last is C, which means if you are in a career change, which means that now you're looking for a new career. Then also you write the city and talk about it. So let's see who's on the call. Okay, Raj Pawar is from Maharashtra, Nagpur. Nagpur, we just opened up a branch, but we are looking for an IFC, dedicated IFC. We will give office space to a person who works in. And Raj, your profile looks very interesting because you're a digital marketing person, and you know how to do that. Yes, sir, Ali, you can do that, but I don't know how much your job is demanding, but certainly yes. Manpreet Oberoi is a professional. Welcome, Manpreet. If you can talk about which city you're coming from. Amit Das is Noida, is in leadership role. Amit, you have to find out that you have time to run a consulting practice. Sunil is from Calcutta. Sunil Anurag, we have office in Sector 5, and some good days, I think so. And I'm not a political person, so I don't want to say from entire thing, but looks like that there'll be compulsion for whoever sits on the chair of CM on 9th would like to bring in a big business change, because people are looking a progression in Calcutta. So I'm very excited what holds in West Bengal in a good sense. I mean, whatever it prevails, and sometimes I feel that the time has come. So there is a time has come. Whoever would be there would think about progress, think about employment, think about kids getting better jobs, better structure, and this all can only happen through entrepreneurship. I can tell you the only thing which can change this country and improve our states is to build entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship creates genuine jobs. It creates wealth for people, which translates into economic growth for any entire thing. So I feel that the two things which any government should do is obviously one, focus on building better talent, which means education, and second is entrepreneurial opportunities, which is very, very important. Then Suresh is P. Arunabha is a manufacturing business. B. Manpreet is in Gurgaon. So Manpreet, you can visit our head office in Delhi. And Suresh is from Hyderabad. Suresh, Hyderabad, we have large office and we are very keen, very entrepreneurial city. Probably the first or the second city for franchising in the country. Very, very strong. And then Rahul is a business owner, again, tech. Uh, Mr. Rathore is a consultant of Gandhinagar. Now, that's very interesting. Gandhinagar to me is very, very exciting. I just opened up a cafe there. If you're there, please, most welcome, go to 3 o'clock. And it's the most performing cafe in Gandhinagar. Uh, while this is a different subject, but we are very proud of that cafe. So if you're not visited, you should go there, enjoy with your family a coffee. It's a large cafe, one of the largest in the country. And I'm very excited about Gandhinagar because Gandhinagar has infra now been built. A lot of things are going on. The whole space, it's becoming interesting. Good Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar, and GIFT collectively is becoming very, very exciting market. I see a huge franchising opportunity in that market. Krishna is advisor, is in Mumbai. Krishna, you should talk to our team, and if they find your right profile, and if you're really serious, then you can meet me. I'm actually in tomorrow in Bombay. Then we have Abhishek, who's also from Mumbai. Uh, he's a management consultant, uh, hospitality consultant. So it beautifully works with you, Abhishek. Absolute fitment, because we have 35%, 40% of our business is actually F&B and globally, right? So if you're a hospitality consultant, not only you will sell new businesses, but then you will handhold those business owners and coach them, right? Coach them to or guide them in their consulting. So it's a fabulous idea. So if you are able to give them new businesses and new ideas, and then also coach them, it becomes a very interesting. And you can also go to a lot of F&B businesses and scale through franchise. So it's a very complementing business. Rather, it's much more value addition which you need, and also gives you a little edge on other consultants because you have much more to offer. Majid is from Hyderabad. So Majid, again, very good to connect with you. Please share your experience a little more. Sandeep, East Delhi, career change. Sandeep, please come down to our office and meet Akhil, and Akhil would introduce to Sanjay. And if Sonia is around and she has time, then she can meet, or if I'm around, because I travel a lot, but if I'm around, we can say hello. Uh, Yasser is from Calcutta. Uh, so Abhishek Pandey is from Delhi. Uh, then we have Rhea, which is from which city? I've never heard this city.
No, I think that's his name. I think later he's mentioned Coimbatore.
Okay. So Rajiv Sarna is Guwahati, again, a market which I'm very keen. We have office in Guwahati. Vipul is from Delhi, real estate consultant. Again, very good fitment. It's no brainer. You sell the business and you get them the real estate. Ashwini Kumar is from Patna. One market which is surprised me always is Patna. So some form of liquidity there, which is there, and no jobs. So if you want to make 1.5 lakh rupees a month sitting in Patna, you have to do business. We opened up Starbucks there. We sold the franchise for Starbucks in Patna. Many franchises, almost every brand you see in Patna would be done by Franchise India, but we're very proud of doing Starbucks because Starbucks entered through us in that market. Then we have Suresh, who's from Bhopal. Again, a market very, very keen. We have office in Indore, but we don't have representation in Bhopal at this moment. Bhopal, I'm super keen because that's a great market. Then we have Nalini. So again, a great profile, Nalini, your venture capitalist and advisor. So you clearly know what we're talking about. It's clearly the M&A kind of space. And also we do a lot of we also have a separate investment banking company. We do a lot of capital raise for companies and so on and so forth. Then we have Selwyn, who's looking for a career change. Sanjay is there. Sanjay, you can write on the Q&A box. And Sheikh Uddin is from Faridabad. Please come over. We are actually in Surajkund, which is just next door to you. Behind the Taj Hotel, there's a large corporate office where we have a corporate office. And and he's from Kolkata, and so a lot of people writing. So in the interest of time, I quickly take that. There's somebody from Mr. Behra is from Bhubaneswar, and Raj Babbar is from Delhi. Rajiv Babbar is from Delhi. Then we have Mr. Rathor. Yeah, so it's Top Cafe. Good that you liked it, and so Mr. Behra is also finance and I think great fitment. Girish is also another from Hyderabad, property consultant, great fitment. And so in the interest of time, I will pass it on because it's going on, and it's good. So thank you very much for sharing your profile. It's always great to have you. Mr. Sumati is from Chennai. Saktivel is our leader in Chennai, and Abhishek, I love to talk to you if you've done international brands. So I have master franchise over 90 brands. There's no company in the world outside maybe Reliance who has more brands than us. So we have the biggest portfolio of international brands in the world, especially franchise brands. Chirag is from Delhi. Welcome, Chirag. And yeah, Yogesh, and I'll leave it on Sonia too because it's still going on and I don't want to lose the names. But Mahesh is a consultant from Chennai. Thank you, Mahesh. And rest, my apologies. I have to go for another call. I'll leave it on good hands of Sonia and Sanjay to take the webinar ahead. But friends, I will love to talk to some of you and really do that. And please take the balanced names. I don't. It's so many people have written, so it is important to take their name. And we really see value in some of you with your qualification and structure that you can excel with us, and it can not only be very, very financially rewarding career for you, but it's a life-changing career because it gives you an opportunity to impact other people's life. And there is no more thing, what a thing to be more satisfied when you see a change or you build somebody's career and help them to choose the right career for you. And it is very tricky, it's very difficult. You all are attending this webinar on a working day because you're all looking for some opportunities around you. Every home has somebody like that. Every home who's looking for an opportunity. Father is looking for an opportunity for children. Somebody is looking for his wife. Somebody is looking for himself. Somebody is overqualified and underemployed. Somebody is not want to be a professional life. Somebody is moved back to India. There's so many people. Every home has somebody who is looking for some form of entrepreneurial journey, and we can help. We can help that. So that's where the endeavor is, and that's where we want to do. So thank you very much for your time, and I'll pass it on to Sonia to lead the webinar and then pass it on to Sanjay. Thank you.
Thank you, friends. I was going through every single comment of yours, and thank you for writing in. And I see great profiles who have written in to us. So very quickly, I'll cover not to miss out on anyone. So we also have Mr. Majid, who's coming from academic sector. We have Amit Das. Amit, I think your career largely has been into healthcare consultancy. And you've mentioned diagnostic is something that you've done in building a franchise network. And for us, the biggest strength of a franchise consultant is diagnostic. So somebody who comes with those capabilities definitely is a great fitment for us. Rahulji, welcome. Delhi NCR is the city that you are from. And I also welcome Afan Chauhan from Delhi. And Afan, I've gone through your comment. And again, a great profile. And you largely worked with the F&B brands and you held them in franchise sales or business sales. So definitely this profile works very well for us. At Franchise India, apart from what we do, we hold about 90% market share in India across all industries, all sectors. Anyone who's either franchising or thinking to get into franchising, we are the only company, whether these are Indian companies or global brands who want to enter India, they would work only with us. And at the same time, because we have been in the industry for a very long period of time and we understand the business, we understand the market. And I would say, and we can take that position today. There's nobody in the world who understands franchising as we do. So we are also, proud owners of more than 90 odd master franchise, which comes from different industries. Largely F&B is one industry that we have taken rights of, education, wellness, gyms. And these are brands which come from more than 30 countries across the globe. So that is also another opportunity with every single partner of ours. Manpreet ji, welcome. You have been working in a leadership role. So even my IFC partners and firm partners who are partners with us, so they're all senior management roles they've worked with. So definitely this profile is very valuable for us. And welcome, Mr. Fernandez. You have been working in overseas career consulting. Wonderful. And welcome, Mr. Subramaniam GV. You said you come with a great experience and you are a team of 4 with MTech, IIT, MS Economics. I see great qualification and you can cover market service, competition. Wonderful, Mr. Subramaniam. This is a great profile and I will let maybe Shakti come for a meeting and we can lock maybe a time with you to meet in our Chennai office. And welcome, Yogesh, recruitment consultant from Gurgaon, and you're also a business owner. And we also have Mr. Amitesh Shrivastava, who've just completed MBA from Manipal University, Jaipur. Absolutely. Also a business development manager at Trade Bulls right now, looking for entrepreneurship journey. Wonderful, Amitesh. Welcome. So friends, we never wanted to miss out on anyone. So very quickly, I'll take maybe a few minutes before I let, Sanjay take over. So, what you have heard so far in these 28 years, we have created a very strong, unparalleled ecosystem around the franchise industry economy, as I would say, because India today is the second largest franchise economy in the world after America. And this structure has been built very, very consciously because we understood that our business serves as a solution to everything that centers around franchising and touches every single stakeholder in franchising, the ecosystem, from our education platforms, discovery platforms like our website, our media exhibitions, where investors can discover opportunities, take advice at the same time to take an informed decision of starting a business. So as a start your own business specialist, the core driver foundation of our business at Franchise India, our company, has always been to drive entrepreneurship. And this is what we're looking from our partners today. And as you have seen, the journey of entrepreneurship has come a very, very long way. I would say since the policy reforms happened in 1999, the last 35 odd years, to startup ecosystem, funding, ease of doing business. And today, I'm sure nobody can deny we have more and more entrepreneurs, people taking up entrepreneurial journey than has been the history of entrepreneurship anywhere in the world. And the biggest change is happening in India because the entry barrier to entrepreneurship has come down because of various opportunities available. And the ecosystem to discover, evaluate, and take informed decision through franchising has also come a very long way. And I'm also humbled to say that Franchise India has played a very pivotal role of being at the forefront of making entrepreneurship inclusive for everyone. So friends, very quickly, we'll take you through the business model, but at the core of it, franchising is a global success story. Today, what we have heard, so far in the webinar, there is a very big demand for Indian entrepreneurs across all age groups. And the 25 to 35 age group today has become the biggest investor operator. These are people who are taking franchisees from Indian companies to large global brands taking the master rights. So that has become very, very big in India. What has also shaped in the last 20 years, 8 years, in fact, is this first-time investor or an entrepreneur, the first-generation entrepreneur. When we started in 1999, 100 people taking franchise business through us or otherwise, largely, there were people who came from a business background or people who understood franchising or working in some kind of a franchise business. And only 10% community was the first generation, first-time entrepreneurs. Today, because of the education, the ecosystem, the platforms that we have created, we are happy to share. Now, today, out of 100 people buying business, 65% of these businesses today bought by first-time entrepreneurs who relatively come with no experience of running any form of business. These are largely professionals or first-time getting into business. So franchising is also a powerful wealth creation entrepreneurial engine for more than 100 years. And this is the engine that we want to enforce through our independent franchise consultant program. So what we bring on the table, and we'll also put our ask in terms of the profile of partners that we need. So what we bring on the table on one side is this bigger ecosystem of investors, entrepreneurs, And when I say investors, these are people who are first-time entrepreneurs. These are also HNIs, ultra HNIs who want to put a bigger investment in businesses. These are also royal families in India that we also consult. They're also looking for diversifying their businesses, and also a lot of corporates who want to take global brands. So the investor, I would say, community for us is very large. From somebody as a retail investor, as large as corporates who want to take a global brand. And on the other side, we are also bringing in a lot of new brands in the market. So in these 28 years, we have been instrumental in bringing about 19,000 companies into franchising for the very first time. So almost every brand that you see around operating either in a high street or a mall across any industry or category, Franchise India has consulted them in creating their franchise program. So there are two parts to it. One is we have built a very strong engine. These are investors who are exploring opportunities. They need our advice in terms of industry, investment, location where they can invest. Because today the options are large, and it is very overwhelming for somebody to decide what is the right opportunity for them. On the other side, very consciously, we've also created a very robust, portfolio of companies who are expanding in India and overseas market through franchising, which includes the likes and the large names like Aditya Birla Group, all their brands from their jewelry brands to the fashion brand, optical brands like Lenskart, and even jewelry brands like Indriya, quick commerce companies like Zepto, diagnostic services. All these companies today have expanded and continue to do that through franchising. So, friends, what we'll do quickly is we'll run you through a small presentation. Any questions that you would have, we'll be happy to take these questions one to one, but carefully understand, what our business model is and how you as a partner can make money, and understand what you bring on the table. And we would also like to give you time to validate if this opportunity is meant for you. So, Sanjay, I'll request you to lead the presentation.
Thank you so much, friends. We'll take next 10 minutes. We'll give you full understanding about the business model, but maybe there are a lot of other questions would remain. We will reach out to each one of you after the webinar. All the leaders who are there will reach out, having a one-on-one meeting and discussion as per the time and availability from your side, so that we can have one-on-one meeting, one-on-one discussions. And any region you are, we'll also suggest that you can visit our office, where you can have one tour, and Delhi NCR can come to our corporate office, so we can look forward having a one-on-one discussion with you. But we can do over the Zoom also, the online meeting. Every leader will do and ensure that any question you have, we will definitely help you and guide you from that side. So that will be done by us. So after the webinar is over, so we will reach out. But in the webinar, when we are talking about some kind of a basic information, which we are definitely here to help you, to give you full understanding about the business model. So I'm now sharing you the presentation, wherein some important slides I'll take you through, and then we can go for the one-on-one discussion as well. So when we are talking about franchising, so it's a $5 trillion industry. As you all know, what we consume today is coming from a franchise company, as we discussed. So franchising would mean that wherein brand is giving you the brand name and the know-how of the business. So what you get, suppose you take a Raymond franchise. So Raymond give you the brand name plus how to do this business. That is a business model. So that's the know-how of the business. When you become Franchise India partner, so we will give you the license of brand to use. That's one. Second, how to do this business. That we will be completely giving you the hand holding on that. And the support function which we have created, as we discussed, is very, very strong. And if somebody is just following the process, what we talk about in the training, and we take you through 3 days session, so everybody can be successful. One second, at this stage of 28 years of journey, Franchise India, as a head of the company, I would also not have even a single person also who cannot be successful, because that's absolutely not possible. Because we are in this business last 28 years, we are leaders in the market. There is none outside us, so we have a successful business model. That's wherein you become Franchise India partner, and then every brand who is coming to franchising will want to work with you. Investor who is looking forward to start a business will come to you for getting your consulting role. So if we talk about now sector wise today, every sector today, every industry has now come into franchising. because franchising is the only viable model for expansions. Otherwise, there is another model which is that company will take the route of company owned, which called as COCO, COCO, company owned, company operated model, wherein they have to invest and they have to operate. Even Reliance today is not looking for COCO model, which is company owned, company operated, while they have the capability of having even 2,000 stores across, 1,000 stores across cities because they have capital. They have capability, they have everything there with them. But even they are looking forward for a FOFO model, FOFO, which is franchise owned franchise model. Would mean wherein you are getting the local operator in the business who becomes the brand, who will become the operator. So this is all operator game, wherein you become the operator and then you run the business. And company will support from with the brand name and obviously with the know-how of the business. So today, if you see the technology-based companies or anything in healthcare, now healthcare is not only a clinic or a pathology lab, which is very old into franchising. We have worked with even Dr. Lalpath lab to Max and to other pathology labs as well. But healthcare also, especially after the COVID time or during the COVID time, you have seen there are a lot of clinics which has been come. There are a lot of services which in healthcare are now available at your home, which were not earlier. Only for the elderly people also you will see, suppose there's an elderly person at home, they have to do some dialysis services. You don't want to go outside, you cannot go outside. So companies have created a model wherein they are giving at your doorstep the services. Even if you see the cleaning of your house or cleaning of your anything today, you see people are coming at home. There is a business model for that. In metros, if you see there is a maid coming at your home, gardener coming at your home, any repair work at home is also coming from a franchise company. If you talk about the financial services, right from Motilal Oswal to ICICI Securities to Kotak Mahindra, these are all big giants in this financial service category. But there are multiple businesses also regionally, locally. They also are now coming to franchise because they also want to, enter into new market. So they have to expand. They have to come into new markets. Likewise in food. Now food, I'm talking about F&B is a master, you know, category. But then there are subcategories. Then there are subcategories. So to take away to cafes to say dining, fine dining, restaurant, club, bar, everything, nightlife, it's all about now franchising. Pet care is really good, interesting category which has recently now evolved into franchising because there are so many people who are now coming into this and they are also looking forward for starting this opportunity in franchising because if see today especially in metros there are a lot of people who are also now having these pets at home and it's a nuclear family, husband wife both are working somewhere having a pet at home. Now you can imagine what they will do with that pet. So they need to have a daycare pet services, kind of a services which are available, and there are a lot of pet care not only for the anybody else. It's pet care also. Now we have a lot of daycare centers which have been opened. Plus, you need to also have a service which can be a spa for pets or which can be the products. Not only service, the products which you can give to pets. You need to have a store nearby only. And then you see auto in EV segment especially. It's also a new category EV segment. Especially in two-wheelers, it's also now spreading across and they are also expanding through franchising. And then you also need a charging stations, which is a low-cost business opportunity. They are also coming to franchise. So what I say is, and you all know what you consume at home, especially any category, is now franchised. It is coming from franchising. That's why we are saying our consumption is growing. That's how franchising is also growing. And when you become partner with Franchise India, what we are going to offer. We called it as tablet. T stands for technology. We give you CRM, access to CRM. We give you all database in CRM. We create your franchise India domain email ID. Then we are also giving you access to our infrastructure. Like somebody was talking about, I'm from Delhi NCR. Anywhere you can use our office full time. And every day I'm having meetings in office wherein my IFC partners are inviting their clients, investors, and having a joint meeting. So then, that's a support. Plus, you can also use it full time, because as an individual partner, you don't have to have your own office and you don't have to invest in this office as well. It's an individual model, which is work from home kind of, but it's all about meetings. When you have to go to out meetings, you can invite our office. We are all there to support. Anywhere in India, your client can come, and for you, we have given you full access in our office also. There is one gentleman who is from Nagpur. So we have now opened a branch in Nagpur. You can use our office as you become our partner as an individual IFC partner. You can use our office for full time and also do a lot of meetings. B stands for brand. So when you come for training, so we'll give you our all brands, 500 plus brand lists, which are available for you across cities, across categories. And leads are also given by us. We are giving you all the leads which are there for looking forward for some investment, looking forward some particular brand, and we are giving you that as well. Then we are having the lead support. After that, we are giving you events. Event would mean that we are giving you event support. Now, event support would mean Franchise India is helping you with the events, wherein you are coming yourself to be part of that event, and Franchise India is investing. So you don't have to have any kind of investment in this event, which we are across cities we do. We were talking about 16th, 17th, an event which is happening in Delhi. That's where in the very, very large show. And this is happening once a year. Then every month we do 15 to 20 events, every city. Now this is open for partners, and there is no geographically any kind of a restriction. So our partners who are coming from one city to other cities and go across and be part of that events, and then you can also explore and meet investors and do the transactions. And our team is also coming over, helping you in these events, which are open for you without any investment. So all done by Franchise India. And we are not allowing anybody come to our event just like a walk-in, just like freebies. It's about our call center, which they are inviting our investors with some paid entry. There is an entry which is paid for our events. Like in Delhi, we also have 1,000 to 3,000 rupees as an entry fee per day. And then for others, we have got some small cities. We have different formats. It can be 500 to 2,000 rupees as an entry fee, depending on the event which we are doing. And then we have a 3 days training program in our office, which is led by our chairman directly, which is every month, 3 days. Someone who is not comfortable right now because it's on a short notice, then you can come for the next month. So this 3 days is designed where we give you complete understanding about this business. So we say that if you're following that process, which we are going to teach you, give you full training, you will never be unsuccessful. So 100% you will be successful. So that's where this tablet has been created. And if we talk about the proposed structure of an IFC partner, when you join, you are joining at a start level, which is IFC. Then you become IFC Elite. Then you hit 15 lakh, which is next year. So you have to have 1 year for IFC at this entry level. So in between, when you do business revenue with us, so when you hit 15 lakh is the minimum criteria, because we want you to be involved. Like other businesses where you have heard all the time, which is return on investment model, our business is return on involvement model. So when you are involved, and you get revenues, you get business. But we feel that if you are not involved, then you cannot go for the elite membership. So you have to have 15 lakh rupees minimum, which is just a peanut, because it is one lead, one deal, 1 week, or even coming to one event also, you can get it done. It's a gross revenue of Franchise India, which we are getting, not your payout. It's money, which is revenue, which is coming to Franchise India. So 1 full year, if somebody is not doing 15 lakh rupees, would mean he or she is not involved into business. Otherwise, if you are involved, it can be done in 1 day also, it can be done in 1 week also, it can be done in 1 month as well. So you become elite member next year. Now, how this is going to change your payout cycle, that when you join us, you are 40% shareholder and we are 60%. Now you will see in your 40%, there is no investment, and our 60% will have all the investments, which is giving you leads every month, giving you events, and giving you training, support, everything, which is our office to everything is from our side. You don't have to invest. Next year, when you become elite member, you become 50%, we become 50%. Again, there is no investment in 50%, and we do our 50% again investments to help you with everything again. Sorry. So now what is the product wise, if I talk about, you have seen here, it is IS, IA, IAS, BS, BD. There are 4 revenue products primarily. And after this, we also have a lot of opportunities wherein you can you earn and get a lot of cash incentives and also the incentives from our brands as well, whom you are going to work. But primarily, what's our business? I'll simplify again. We have investors one side, we have brands other side. We facilitate and we get the deal done. We get the matchmaking done. Out of this, we get our fee from both sides, and that too twice. So how we are going to do this piece? So if we are talking about investors, where we work with investors and brands both, we onboard both. So while we do onboarding, we are charging a fee. Because as a policy, we do not work free for anybody. We don't work free for anybody would mean that when we are working with investor, we onboard the investor. Onboarding of investor would mean IA, which is investor acquisition, and then we service the investor. That becomes investor service fees. So from investor, I have got 2 business models or revenue models being paid for twice. Now from brand side, BD means brand onboard, business development. We charge a fee. Then we service the brand, means we are finding franchises for that brand. Then we charge a fee, which is brand service fee, BS. Now again, ticket value is different because in terms of investor acquisition, the ticket value starts from 30,000 to 5 lakh, which depends on the investment of the investor. Then we charge accordingly as per the investment, which is investor service fees. So when we say minimum of 30,000 rupees we charge from the investor to come on board, then we start servicing, because otherwise we don't give service, because our product is time. When we as a consultant, we give time to any investor. So we don't want to kill our time. We want to maximize it. We want to make sure that investor is registered with us. So when investor is registered with you, it is sure that you will get IS also. You're sure that you get the BS also. It's a 3 revenues combined is surety for that. So when we take any investor on board with 30,000 also, in that case, which is under 20 lakh rupees, we get IS fees is minimum 1 lakh. And then my investment goes up like 40 lakh, 20 lakh to 50 lakh. My IA fees, which is acquisition fee, is going to 50,000. And accordingly, my IS fees is getting into now 2 lakh rupees. And in this way, when from the brand side, we are selling a franchise of a brand, we also take the fee from the brand, which is BS, brand service fees. Now here, it is brand to brand, investment to investment, we have brand service fees, which is already mentioned in the agreement when we brand onboard. When we do a brand onboard, which is again brand onboarding is an opportunity. You get 20% here, 40% in these 3. Brand onboarding would mean that when you have a reference, say somebody who is in any city today, say you are in Patna, you have some local brand or you find it anywhere on social media to anywhere, and they are looking to franchise, you take a reference, you connect with us. And we will come on the call, we'll do a joint call, understand the requirement and send the proposal. Our proposal for brand on board is starting from 8.5 lakh rupees around. Basic minimum is 8.5 lakh to come on board. Now in this 8.5 lakh, which is onboarding fee, you take 20% straight. And here also you take 20% because it's a reference only you are giving us. That's why there is a onboarding, you get 20%. Say we have got 40 lakh rupees model also, we have 20 lakh rupees model also. And generally when we are surround, if there are some scratch level businesses which are at startup level, just starting franchise, so it is 8.5 lakh generally we charge. So you can do multiple. You can do multiple meetings and you can arrange maximum meetings. So you charge, we charge 8.5 lakhs. So it is 20% which goes to directly to you at the time. And after that, we all sell franchise for that brand. So whosoever will sell franchisee will get the brand service fees, which can be 2 lakh to 3 lakh, 4 lakh. It goes up to 50 lakh as well. which is BS, brand service fees, depending on brand to brand, depending on opportunity to offer. Like we were talking about, we have a jewelry brand like TBZ, Trivandaz, BMG, Zaveri. So when we sell a franchise for TBZ, Franchise India is getting 20 lakh rupees per deal. Out of that 20 lakh rupees, you get 40%. Now understand this. When we onboard them, we have onboarded with 40 lakh rupees, that too through a IFC partner. So that IFC partner who have done onboarding, because he has given us reference and we come on the call, we close and we got the payments and everything. Plus we get them ready for franchise, marketing, lead generation, to everything we do. So there he got 20% of 40 lakh, which is 8 lakh. Somebody who has joined the meeting, attend the meeting, he has got 20 sorry, it's a 20%, you get 8 lakh. And after that, whosoever is selling a franchise, we are getting 20 lakh per deal. So the partner who is selling that, who is lead is there, who is involved for that investor, is getting 40% of 20 lakh, which is again 8 lakh. So 8 lakh will go to you. But as I said, we don't work with free with investors. So investor other side is also registered with us. And for this kind of a registration, this kind of a deal, we are also getting some 15-20 lakh rupees from the investor also, because high HNI clients and big investment, 40 CR investment in TBZ, and accordingly our fee goes up. So we charge here, we charge here, we charge here. And you get 40% for investor onboarding, investor service, and brand service. And that becomes a very, very big money. And then there's a lot of rewards also, recognitions also, which we Franchise India do that. We have a lot of award functions which we do, and a lot of awards and recognition we do for our partners. Plus, we also have every quarter, we have created a understanding where we take you through, international contest. And there are 4 international contests in a year, and you can go quarterly to every destination which we create. And for that, we help you to qualify. There's a small criteria for that, and someone who is involved, making us also part of this, and we support, you are also getting qualification. So same way when you reach to elite member, that time you get 50%. So like I said, you sell a franchise, we get 20 lakh rupees, you get 10 lakh rupees in that. At this stage, you get 8 lakh, here you get 10 lakh. Again, from the investor, if we have got, say, 20 lakh, so you get 40% here, you get 50% in this category. So that's how this is all about. And here, the lead structure is growing up, because leads is absolutely not a worry in our system. We get around 10,000 leads almost every day. So it's a lead business. We get leads from webinar to online shows to hotline number, website, to our events, to everything. So there is no challenge in terms of leads. What it needs is your involvement. What it needs that your presence. If you are involved, we have given minimum 50 leads every month, minimum. And then we can increase these leads to 300 also, 400 also, 1 brand to 2 brand to 10 brand to any brand we can give you. And every day we launch a new brand and franchise, and we do training for them also. And you can select, I want to drive this brand, we'll give you leads. And it can be your location or it can be multi-location as well. Right? Any location you want, we can do this piece. So this is structure for an independent franchise consultant. When we are talking about a firm model, when we have got some cities only right now, in these, you are running a Franchise India branch. Now, this Franchise India branch would look like, it will be 500 square feet office, 4 to 5 member teams, which is directly under as a firm model. There is a 50% revenue share from day one. On the business development brand on board, it's the same 20%, but there is another 25% of the IFC which is appointed under the firm. In your city, because you have an exclusive rights for these cities, which I'll tell you after this. These cities, now we have some cities, 9 cities left. If you become a firm model, under your location region, any IFC partner who will be appointed, you get 25% also of that fee. And when IFC partner is doing the business under your territory, IFC partner is getting 40%, which I have already shown, and you get 10% extra as a firm partner. So your license is for 3 plus 3 years, and our license fee starts with 20 lakh to 50 lakh. That is when we talk about this fee. But when you become a branch partner. What is the business you are going to do? There are 4 businesses. One is Franchise India office when you operate. We do transactional business, investor, brand, getting the deals done. That's the first business what Franchise India is doing. You will also do. Second is we have to build IFC under you. In your territory, any firm which is on board, so we'll build IFC network under you. So they will be using your office, and you are also getting percentage out of this. And then CBB is certified business broker. So we have resale business wherein our firm partner will get this resale business as well. And then Business X Realty, which is commercial and retail leasing business, which is again 4th business for a branch. That in your area, if your investor is coming, getting a franchise, and they want a real estate, you can provide a real estate. You will also get this thing on this. So your payout is also on that trend. But we will discuss this second option, which is very rare. Few cities left that we can discuss one-on-one, but that's very, very important when we see that, yes, you can become the partner with Franchise India and run the complete branch. Individual is very important. The individual model is very lucrative, wherein we have one license fees is 7.5 lakh rupees one time, and next 3 years is the agreement. All 3 years, all the investments are going to be done by Franchise India, and you have only one license fees, which is 7.5. So if any partner who is coming as a firm model, like we have Nagpur already appointed a partner who has taken the branch. Now, if there's any IFC which is coming under him in this territory, so we take 7.5 lakh from the IFC partner, and 25% of this will go to the branch partner. And then once the business will happen, we'll get also, percentage on that. Just 10% will go to the firm one. But as an individual, we don't have restriction anywhere. Where you can go to travel any city, you can travel, you can meet, you can do. But it's highly rewarding business. One-time investment, but then it's highly rewarding. So in our business, it's one lead, one deal, or 1 month or 1 week. You can recover your whole money, which is your investment, which is license fees. You can recover it immediately because it's a high ticket value business. One transaction wherein 90% support is being given by Franchise India side. You are 5 to 10% efforts there, and then we help to get you this thing. So this is our business model today. In the interest of time, I leave up to now. My regional heads will be reaching out to you, and anywhere I'm required, I can come on the call, and please feel free to ask any question. And after that, we will go to chairman level, having a 10-minute introduction again, plus selection. So that will be very, very interesting. But till then, we will see if this is the right fitment, because you need some questions to answer. We also have some questions to answer. So both ways, when we see there is a fitment, and both are on the same page, this is the right opportunity. Now today, if somebody is investing 25, 30 lakh rupees and starting a business, now if you see, technically, it will take you 3 years to recover your money, which you have invested in that brand. Second, which is very, very critical, that while it is taking you 3 years, you have no surety that that brand will survive for 3 years. Because these are all startup companies. These are all newborn companies, maybe. They may not survive. That's very, very important and very, very risky decision. So instead of investing 20, 55, 30 lakh rupees anywhere, you can choose Franchise India, wherein you are involved into this business, and we support you with low investment, and it's going to be a highly returning business for you. It's a highly rewarding business for everyone who is giving you full time also in this. But minimum 100 hours a month is must. 100 hours a must, because then only you can build this, because you need to be involved to get trained. So we'll provide you training. If you are not involved, then who will get the training? So you should work on the knowledge, which will help you to build, and then you will be paid for your knowledge. You will be paid for your service, what you are giving to investors and brands, both sides. With that note, before signing, there's a thanks message from all of us for every guest who have joined us this webinar from India or any other country. Thank you so much for being more than an hour with us. But we will definitely create some value and give you full understanding about this. And anyone who want to travel and visit our show, which is on 16th and 17th, our leaders will invite you and guide you how to do this piece. And this is going to be the a game changer for someone who is really looking forward to start a business. Till then, thank you so much once again, and do visit our show, do visit our website also, or you can go to Instagram. There are a lot of creatives. You can see messages, promotions happening, and it's a big investment for us as a company. Around 15 CR we are investing for this show. That's how we have built this show, and it will definitely profit. It will definitely help to understand where I should go, which business I should take. But please take us in between. We can help, guide, and give you full direction also where to go, especially for professionals who don't have time and who have no capability of any business to choose. Will definitely support and